Hello everyone, my name is Lacey Noel, and if you've been on the internet recently, around on YouTube, you would see that there is a bunch of stigma regarding this palette. Now, there's so much to debate with whether it's goth or pastel goth, and I'm here today to show you guys a makeup tutorial. The makeup look that I'm going to be emulating today, I'm going to be recreating Siouxsie Sioux's look for her music video Spellbound, and she uses a yellow, a green, kind of like a gray color, and also a white, of which all are in this palette, so that's going to be fun. And along with that, we're going to play around with these two other palettes, the Shade Light Eye palette and the Shade Light Contour palette. Now, as every good goth or pastel goth should already have, is a black eyeshadow, so we're going to throw a little bit of that in as well. So, for starters, we're going to put on a pretty strong line of contour using Subconscious from the Shade Light Contour palette. You don't want to be too rough with it or too strong with it, with how you're putting the brush into your face, because we're going to blend that out just a bit too. Alright, now that we've got these guys, we're going to take a little bit of that pigment and blend that out just a tad. Alright, now that we've got that down, we are going to go right into the eyeshadow. We are going to use just a standard little eyeshadow brush, and we're going to take the color Star from the Pastel Goth palette. You're going to want to pack that on just a bit too, because it is a pastel color and you want a little bit more pigment for this look, so you're going to want this to drag this yellow a little bit further out this way as well. So I'm just using a smaller and a little bit more dense brush to bring that out. Now, the next color that you want to use is the color Gloom, and that's this really nice pastel green color. And we're going to put that right in the corner of our lid and kind of blend that up a little bit towards the crease. And then blend that into the lid as well. And actually, with this green, I'm going to take a blending brush, a blending crease brush, and I'm going to dip into that gloom color and blend that on my crease. Now, with a very precise little pointed liner brush, we're going to dip into Dagger, which is a really nice gray, and we are going to fill in these two colors. We're going to put this over the crease in between these two colors. Now, with this gray color again, we're going to go underneath the eye. And just kind of line right below the waterline. and we're going to accent the bottom portion of that yellow as well. Alright, now that we pretty much have the eyeshadow down, I am going to go into the eyebrow. And for this, I'm going to use a color from the shade Light palette, the eye palette, excuse me, and I'm going to go into Shax, which is this gray color, I mean not gray, black color, and I'm going to transform the piece of my skin right here into Siouxsie Sioux's eyebrow. Now, towards the base of the brow, she has more of like a triangular shape going on, and what you want to do is take that and kind of extend that till it gets thinner and thinner. She kind of has like a thicker version of a 1920s eyebrow, if that makes sense. And also, you'll notice that you have all this powder right here, or all this eyeshadow, that's kind of making a straight line almost. So what you want to do is you want to take this part and that will be the beginning of the eyebrow. And I'm going to take this shape right here and bring that up, but not too far up. And you want to take this line right here and make it straight. And once you got that shape, you just want to fill this in. And proceed to extend this outward. Now, what you also want to do with this black color is you want to blend that into the crease as well. And then we're going to use this pointed liner brush and put a little bit more of that black towards the inner corner of the eye. But also we're going to bring this up so that it blends in a bit with the eyeshadow, or not the eyeshadow, the eyebrow. Because with a lot of Siouxsie Sioux's looks, her eyebrow actually blends in a little bit into her eyeshadow. And then also what you want to do is with the white that's in the Pastel Goth palette, which is called Skull, you want to place that right onto the brow bone and blend that downwards towards the crease just a little bit. And also I noticed that she has quite a bit of this gray color blended out towards this way too. And we're going to put just a little bit of this gray color right here before we put the liner on. And we're ready for the liner. So with the black liner, you just kind of want to just line your eye how you normally would with any kind of makeup. And we're going to use this black liner and just line the crease right here. Just to make this whole line right here a bit more precise. Alright, and that's pretty much the eyeshadow. And for this look, she usually doesn't wear lashes, but I'm going to be using a very kind of small pair. And this is a pair of S747S from Select Lash. So I have pretty much the eyebrow and the eyeshadow and the lash and the liner all done, so I'll be right back with this eye, and then we are going to do the lips. So we are going to take Kat Von D's Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Outlaw, and we are going to shape out our lips. Now, Siouxsie Sioux has a very pointed Cupid's bow, so we'll start with that. And also she has very thin lips, and so I think my very thin lips will come into play with this one. And that is pretty much the Siouxsie Sioux lip. And I will actually be right back with the, actually, no look is complete without a wig, so I'm going to, if I could hold this mirror up real quick. There we go. I'm gonna undo my little bun real quick. Right, and we are going to put the wig on. And also with Siouxsie Sioux's hair, like, I mean, it's kind of whatever. I mean, she's pretty punk rock when it came to her hair, so. And also a lot of different goth icons have hair like this, kind of like Robert Smith and all the good stuff. And so here it is. It's my Siouxsie Sioux look using mainly the Pastel Goth palette, but also a little bit of both of these wonderful shade light palettes. And this look is cute. Kind of put this a little bit more towards my eyes. Oh, I forgot about the finishing touch. Oh. Which are her little... Well, she wore a lot of like fishnet sleeves, but I have these fishnet gloves. Oh my god. I do kind of look a little bit like Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror Picture Show. I hope that you guys enjoyed this little makeup tutorial using the Pastel Goth palette, and I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and I'll see you next time.